President Biden. I'm a new age John Nash. I'm a genius who, for the moment, is trapped in a loony bin mental ward. Anyhow, I've discovered two miracles, Joe. Joe Robinette Biden. You must be a badass because you got teased incredibly when the teacher said Joseph Robinette Biden. Robinette made you a tough son of a bitch, I bet. Anyhow, I discovered two miracles, Joe, that will rock the world. One, look at my face 3 months ago on video. The Secret Service that are now watching this because anybody who threatens Joe Biden gets arrested. I'm not threatening him, I voted for him. But just the fact that I said threat is probably going to get this video looked at. I'll give you $1 million to pass this over to Joe so he sees this. But look at my face 3 months ago, how fat it was when I was talking to Shannon Briggs and to other people. Hopefully they would listen to what I had to say about Stevia. My face is fat. Now it's leaning down. My body's leaning down. And all I'm doing is incorporating Stevia into my diet. Or I was incorporating Stevia into my diet until the administration at Villa Fairmont yanked it because I posted a video of some of my compatriots in here snorting Stevia. Stevia is a sweet stimulant, Joe, that could replace cocaine. Stevia with THC, stevia and marijuana together. I've been up 7 days before. It acted like natural methamphetamine. Instead of being the president who gets us out of this, or instead of just being the president who gets us out of this financial crisis that the Trump administration put us in even before COVID-19, you could be the president who restored health to all of America and humanity. Sugar is a poison, Joe. That's why people have diabetes. And stevia is the cure for diabetes, the cure for cancer, the cure for obesity. I have all the proof. My uncle was obese and had 6 breast tumors. He had hard discs underneath his nipples. I had hard discs too. I just didn't have health insurance for a doctor to tell me that I had tumors. And 4 pounds of stevia 4 months later, with me blending out all the toxic soap that's hidden in water, Joe. When I say toxic soap, have Jill and yourself test the water that you're drinking. Put some stevia in your drinking water in a blender. Only fill the blender halfway. Put a teaspoon or 2 of stevia and blend, and you'll see a safe explosion, a cold fission, if you will, as water bursts into a natural gas called split H2O. They could have actually run engines and put Tesla out of business. Although Tesla should be in huge business because if you didn't know it, Joe, I'm getting contacted as I put this video up. I'm using a different number. My mom, who is a beep, 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 and has tried to hold me back from gaining stardom her entire life. She had my number shut down, so I went to text me and got a free number. That's not why I'm using this. I'm still using cellular or Wi-Fi to upload YouTube videos. Anyhow, what was I saying, Joe? That people don't realize that petroleum just explodes the water's hydrogen into power and vaporizes it into toxic dust called smog. We're burning all our water up, Joe, and replacing it with all the toxic shit they make from petroleum byproducts that we pour down the sink in the drain. If you test your water, you'll see a huge layer of soap floating on the top of that water if you blend stevia in it. And that'll tell you how unsafe and how many people are getting sick from all the toxic floating soap that's hidden in it. Anyhow, I'm talking loud. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't really care if I wake people up or not. That's not true. I do care to a point. Anyhow, Joe Biden, I voted for you. I'm a future Nobel Prize winner. My name is Dan Quinn. Look at my play at Notre Dame. I catch a tailback diving for a touchdown on 4th and inches, and Lou Holtz fires me because he had ordered me to stay home and look for a suite. He knew that I had blazing speed. I could catch Tim Brown from behind. 81, number 81, Tim Brown that won the Heisman Trophy. I could gain on him when he was in front of me running. I was blazing fast. I'm actually albino athletically, Joe. You don't know my name because I quit football immediately after getting fired against Pittsburgh. I caught a tailback diving for a touchdown on 4th and inches, and as soon as I hit the sideline, Lou Holtz was so fucking enraged that he fired me instead of slow playing it, being cool, and slowly fucking me. Frank Stams, that was a number 2, not number 2 in the first round. He was a second-round draft pick from the Cleveland Browns, I think. That's where he grew up, in Ohio. On the field, I beat him like a redheaded stepchild. If I was in prison and was gay, he would have been my bitch. And Lou Holtz had to kick me out the team to make room for him. And he actually moved Cedric Figaro off of Russian because Figs could cover pass or people, he could defend the pass, and Frank Sams couldn't. And Lou Holtz had to kick me off the team to make room for Frank. And I was cool with that because I had given up football for boxing. I would have had coaches killed with my contacts in the criminal underworld. I would have had coaches killed that deserved it. And believe it, there's many of them out there that are fucking people over, not just Jerry Sandusky, but guys like Lou Holtz, who got the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Trump. Check the game, Joe. When we played Pittsburgh in 1986, we have a goal line stand. Number 41, Dan Quinn, catches a tailback diving for a touchdown. They don't even mention my name. They mention everybody but me. And as soon as I hit the sidelines, I'm fired. Talk about a gag order put on before the game started. If 41 gets in there, don't mention anything spectacular that he does because I lit up the fucking field. If I would have been allowed to play longer, I would have put people out of games with concussions. I was like Jack Tatum, my headhunter, Joe. I put people out of practice with concussions on a regular basis. Frank Stams, like I said, I owned him like he was a fucking bitch. I can remember going against him in pass rush drills. He was a fullback that wasn't good enough to play, and I ate him up like dinner. It was a no contest. Anyway, Joe, Stevia cures cancer, diabetes, and obesity. And here's a miracle that you can play on Jill. It's called the violin, and I'm making a video to prove it. It's the fountain of orgasm for women, Joe. Everybody that has sex just fucks with the G-spot from one side or the other, from either inside and up to the bottom, or from the top of the stomach down. Do it at the same time. Do it below her belly button. Touch the fingers that are inside. Polarize the G-spot from both the top and the bottom at the same time. And it sets off an orgasm explosion like you wouldn't believe. Orgasm after orgasm after orgasm. I've taken women to triple-digit orgasms before. And I actually had 2 escorts want to be what was it, not Facebook, but it's a Sacramento paper. You get it for free. The News and Review. They used to have an escort session, and I wrote a note to several escorts saying, look at me. I don't have to pay for it. I get it for free. But I figured out this new trick that if you if I play it on your pussy, it'll take you to orgasm after orgasm. It's the fountain of orgasm for women. I can give you 100 orgasms an hour, and if I could make that happen, would you charge me or would it be free? And 3 said free, and 2 wanted to become my girlfriends. That's a true story. Anyhow, this is going on 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I had that long to go on YouTube. They change their rules all the time. I had a YouTube channel at one time that had almost 1 million hits, Joe, and a hater got it shut down. And so what I'm saying is have the Secret Service look at my previous videos where my face is all fat and fucked up and it's getting lean. I'm looking fairly decent, and it's solely because of Stevia. I'm not exercising in here. I'm not doing a thing. And I'm sitting on my ass eating like a pig. And Stevia, a huge regimen of Stevia, is bringing my body back to how it looked when I was in high school, or as close as I can. I benched 405 pounds when I was in high school and was a fucking beast. See the bad boy sticker that's on millions of car windows, Joe, and know that Boogaloo, the artist, I can't remember his real name, but his name is Boogaloo, drew the bad boy. After I knocked out 5 guys at Juanita's, 4 guys that came to attack me after I clowned. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Joe Biden, I voted for you. Stevia is the cure. If you outlawed sugar and replaced it with stevia, America would become a health utopia.